Somesh, you come from financial services kind of a background with insurance, with NBFCs and loans, and in your current capacity, you are overseeing an education loan portfolio. We know RBI's regulatory regime is fairly dynamic. A lot of regulatory changes keep happening for all the good reasons. Money is directly involved and so on. So a lot of protection and security around that with right framework is required. Tell us a little bit more about the challenges of managing compliances for a regulated entity like yours, and the size, the complexity, the variability, the fluidity, all of those of record keeping and so on. How does it make it really complex?
So when we go for digitization, so I first saw two major issues. One is data fragmentation and data standardization. So in data fragmentation side, obviously you need to involve other themes you need to prepare for the compliances. Maybe it's a financial compliance, maybe operating compliance, maybe it's related to some other team. You need to segregate it well. Then they will also come back that this is not belongs to me, or not, it's not, maybe I'm not the right owner of this compliance. But then standardization also, there is an important aspect before you present the report. I'm just giving one practical example. As per Indian laws, there is no unified laws for the anti-bribery, anti-corruption. So there may be, earlier some of the provision written in the IPC, now in BNSS, or maybe then some other laws, Corruption Act, or maybe Black Money Act, some of the provision written related to anti-bribery, anti-corruption, or maybe we'll take a reference of PMLA. But standardization is taking a lot of efforts, lot of deep dive check required from a compliance officer to interact with your compliance tool partner, and to present it before the your manager, who may be a CEO or the whole-time director, before you go for the board. That this is I'm managing the fragmentation and the standardization of the requirements, because compliance is risk related to the financial laws, your reputation, and it comes with as earlier mentioned by Urvil, there may be sanction come from the Ministry of Environment that your factory is not doing well. So I feel that this is one of the key exercises which is recurring in nature, because we are working in dynamic world. Now it's in a global village. Requirement come from investors, requirement come from government, and requirement come from the HR side also, that they want to make it very stringent in terms of the ethics, values, because these are also the part of compliance culture that should be embedded into your compliance reports. So Rishi, here I would like to highlight that nowadays independent director is much curious about it, but they want to know the residual risk also against each of the data fragmentation which you are preparing, or data standardization you are preparing. So they want to know best practice, standard practice, or maybe the practice is currently not good in our business operations. So this deliberation also started. If we are compliant, then how we will rate ourselves. So this is one thing I will say. This is initiated from last 2 years. You are also aware the logic behind it. In banking, financial sectors, the compliance rule is compulsory. Compliance function, compliance officers needs to interact on daily basis or periodic basis to your supervisory board, and these are the meetings where you need not to present the actual report, but you need to prepare the compliance policy also, procedures also, and your current bandwidths, systems limitations. These are the more issues which we are highlighting it and we are correcting it. So this is one of the major, I will say, not a problem, but not a solution, but it is an interaction which is required. And when this interaction required, many times you get many work also, because they are giving their views also. Then you interact with your compliance tool partner also. So I feel that this is an operating support in terms of ISO standard also. That is one of the mandatory requirement, and that's why we are here. Even this session is also a part of awareness training. This is an ISO standard requirement.